Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss the unemployment calculations. When we look at activity 33 over here, we've been given the following information: total population, people of working age, active labor force, and the number of people who are employed. So, I am going to give you an exam technique when you tackle this question. So what you do first over there is, at the top, I want you to write down 20 million. And this is the number of your total population. Number two, when we look at our table again, we can now see that they also gave us the people of working age, and that number is 14 million. Now, with the information that we currently have on our screen, we can then calculate the number of those who are too young or too old to work. So the calculation is going to be 20 minus our 14, and the answer there is going to be 6 million people. So from the people of working age, we can also see that we've been given the active labor force. The active labor force here is 10 million. So, from the working age and the labor force, we can now calculate the people who are economically inactive. Those are your discouraged workers. So the calculation is going to be 14 minus our 10, and the answer here is going to be 4 million. This is our calculation. This is the economically inactive population. So now the last one. When we look at our labor force, we all know that the labor force is made up of the number of people who are employed. And if we go back to our table, we can see that the number of people who are employed is 8 million. So if we want to get the number of people who are unemployed, we're going to say our 10 million minus the 8 million. Then the number of people who are unemployed is going to be 2 million. So finally, this is how the graph is going to look like. So the purpose of doing this is to actually calculate all of the information that we're going to need to ask any question that is going to come. So now let's begin with our calculations. So for number A here, they want us to calculate the economically inactive population. But if you go back to your graph, you will then realize that we did calculate the economically inactive, and the calculation is 14 minus 10, and our answer there was 4. For number B, they want us to calculate the unemployed population. If we go back to our graph, we did calculate the unemployed population, which is 10 minus 8, and our answer is 2. Okay, so for number C, they actually want us to calculate the unemployment rate. We all know the formula. If we want to calculate the unemployment rate, it's the number of people who are unemployed divided by the labor force. So the calculation is going to be 2 divided by 10 multiplied by 100, and our answer is going to be 20%. So if we go to number D, they wanted us to calculate the labor force participation rate. You go back to your graph. The formula there is the labor force here divided by our working age. So it's going to be 10 divided by 14 multiplied by 100, and the answer is going to be 71%. 43%. That's it for the video.